Happy Thursday, everybody, and we are here for what is the start of what's going to be a huge wrestling weekend for Impact Wrestling. We have, of course, tonight's show, the go-home show for Slammiversary. My gosh, Jeff, it's already here. We were just talking about this like it was so far away, not that long ago, and in a snap, we're already at Slammiversary weekend, man. It's Saturday, of course. We will be here. Special time for it for us. We'll be here a little earlier. We're going to start around 7:30, just in case there happens to be some matches. But, man, I'm excited for tonight. We've got a go-home show. We know how their go-home shows usually end up being. So go-home show. We've got a great card for it tonight. And we've got Slammiversary on Saturday night, Jeff.
Have you bought it yet? Have you gotten it yet?
What? Bought what?
Bought the pay-per-view yet?
Oh, no, the fight pay. No, that's a good. I'm glad you reminded me. I'm like, oh, damn, bought what?
I will say this. Shout out to James Chadwick. James sent me a code.
Oh, no kidding.
And
good for you.
I didn't enter it because I'd already purchased it a while ago because I was that guy.
Oh, okay.
That was like, as soon as I saw it come up on Fight, I was like, okay, let me go ahead and get this because I know I'm watching it. So
okay.
I didn't get a chance to take advantage of the code, but hopefully Those of you that plan to come and watch it with us have already purchased it. If not, hopefully you've gotten a code, and look on social media so you can see if there are codes out there, because there are a lot of contests. So
that's a great point. Yeah, usually people will do that. They'll run codes and stuff like that for the show. So I know, this is one of those ones where you unfortunately can't watch on YouTube. It's a big one. So usually their big shows are not there. They're on Fight TV. But I'm glad you reminded me. I would have totally forgot. I would have been sitting here on Saturday like, oh,
man,
why isn't it coming on? But yeah, so big weekend for Impact. Big. We know what Slammiversary means. Those of us who have been watching, those of you guys who've been coming out to watch it with us for the past several years, that is one of their hugest shows of the year. Lots of surprises a lot of the times. I expect that again. We don't know who the partner is going to be for Scott D'Amore. That's one of the surprises. Could be anyone. They asked Tommy Dreamer online, Tommy, are you going to be his partner? And Tommy's like, nope, not going to be me. He goes, a lot of people may have guessed that because of my fight with Bully, but he said, I'm done. He goes, no, it's not going to be me. So unless Tommy's just, throwing people off the track, it's not Tommy Dreamer. But in any case, huge weekend, man. And I can't wait to get it started. So let's get underway. Some programming notes. Of course, tomorrow's Friday, nothing tomorrow. Saturday is Slammiversary, so you're coming right back here for Slammiversary with us on Saturday. Are we doing a Sunday show? I don't know. Okay, yeah. So we got the whole weekend basically, except for Friday. Mm-hmm. All right, so there you go. So we're going to do Slammiversary. We'll be right back on Sunday to talk all about it. So we'll talk about the results and everything like that. A lot of times we can't stay late after because it's 11 o'clock. It's pretty late when it ends, or closer to midnight sometimes. So we'll get a chance to discuss all about it and what happened on Sunday on our Between the Ropes. So we'll be back for that on Sunday, where we will also discuss everything else that happened in wrestling this past week. We'll talk about Raw. We'll talk about what happens tonight on SmackDown, or tomorrow night on SmackDown, and what happened in AEW. There was some interesting developments.
Can I throw in something about AEW?
Yeah, dude.
I've got to admit, they have me with the MJF and Adam Cole. Like they got me.
I love that segment last night.
It's great. It's been great.
Yeah, man.
Great. So they got me.
Agree.
They got me on that. I'm loving that. I'm digging that.
We all know where it's
going. The Bullet Club and BCC. I mean,
I love the segment with Jericho too at the beginning with oh my gosh, what's his name? Kenny Omega's former manager.
Don Callis.
That was good too. They're doing some good stuff on Dynamite, man. They really are. The MJF thing, when they're sitting there messing around with each other like best of friends, where this is going.
Yeah.
But it's just fun knowing where it's getting there too. So and dude, it's really good stuff. It's really good. And smart of them to take advantage of MJF. Hey, listen, he's their biggest heel. And Adam Cole is huge too. So knowing that that's where that's headed into a match eventually, very, very smart. And it is. It's a lot of fun, man. It's a lot of fun.
It's fun.
So we could talk about things like that, of course, in AEW and what's going on with them. So we've got a lot to talk about. We'll do that. We'll do, of course, our sell or no sell, our favorite moments of the week, which I'm sure a lot of them may come from Slammiversary or even tonight. And then we will, of course, talk about all the other things we do. Of course, grievances will be there as well. I'm sure we'll have some grievances. It's been 2 weeks. Gives us time to build up a grievance.
I got a grievance.
There you go. When you go a week without one, you build up the grievances in your system and you're ready to go. So join us on Sunday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Between the Ropes. It'll be a big show, and it'll be our follow-up basically for Slammiversary and the weekend that was. Monday, a special edition of Abby's Window. You want to come out for that. It's essentially an interview. All of you guys that come out to Abby's know that Jody has her little segment about Caleb, the singer from American Idol, who is with the Meatloaf tribute band and stuff like that. So she is doing an interview with him. So you want to make sure to come out with that. I know Jeff's putting that together. So he'll have that all set for you on Monday. So come out for that. Very special, I know, for Jody. She's a huge fan. And I know it's, what that must be like interviewing, a person that you're you really, really enjoy them. It would be me interviewing Kiss, which I don't think I could do, honestly. I'd be a moron. But yeah, so come out for that on Monday, and then Tuesday, Wednesday, nothing, and then we'll be back, of course, next Thursday for the follow-up to all of this and to see where they're headed next. So big stuff. We're doing predictions tonight too, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay. So we've got our predictions tonight. They were now we hope they don't add any more matches. They just added the Death Dolls. It was not Death Dolls. Sorry, Jessica and Courtney Rush are going. And Jody Threat going up against Giselle, Jay Vidal, and Savannah.
Yep.
Correct? Yes.
Yep.
That may be a pre-show match. We'll have to see. But it's good. That's why it's good we're starting early, because we'll get to see. Yeah,
there's two pre-show matches. You've got that one, and then you've got Joe Hendry and Kenny King.
Okay, so the Digital Media Championship. Yeah, so I kind of figured they would. That's why it was good we're starting early, because we'll be there for both of those matches then. So, all right. Let me welcome some people in, and we'll get rolling. We'll look at the card for tonight. We got Dirty Dango in the ring. Santino was just talking about him. And he is in there with Heath right now. And Dirty Dango won the match?
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. All right. I do like what he's doing now, man. Dirty Dango's hilarious now with this character that, I just don't care. I just don't care. And I dig it. I like what he's doing. All right, we got Brandon is here, Dylan is here, Dana is here, Joe is here. Hello, Joe. AJ, oh boy, AJ Duznik. I hope I didn't butcher your last name. That's what I would think it would be. Aaron says is this the 1,000th episode of Impact?
Is it? I thought that was after Slammiversary, but maybe it is. I'm not sure.
No, there it is. They just showed it. Saturday, September 9th is the 1,000th episode. So that's September 9th. So a little bit to go yet, Aaron. Anthony Slate. Hello, Anthony, member of the channel. Thank you for being a member. We appreciate you. And thank you for coming out, of course. Yes. Brandon Davey says, sorry, guys. No, it's all good, man. Listen, you got stuff to do. It's the summertime. You got to get out there and do it. No problem with that at all. We all have things we got to do. Jeff right now is getting rained on by torrential downpours.
Yes, rain and hail.
Hail. I saw the big storm line that went over you. That was pretty bad. That is dude, so much flooding. What is it? Vermont got completely flooded out. Man, we are just getting rocked by all these crazy storms. Chicago had a tornado, which is, man, dude, this stuff's just getting worse. Man, it's insane. James Chadwick, what's up, James? Andrew Stevens is here. Hey, Andrew. Hello to Jeremy Dunderman, a member of our channel as well. Thank you so much, Jeremy, for coming out and supporting the channel. We really appreciate that. Aaron says he's got kids. Alicia's here. Hey, Alicia. We've got Barry Monkey from Twitch as an outside guest. Brian Pillman Jr. Ooh, yeah, he just did leave AEW, didn't he? Okay. James Chadwick saying Cowboy James Mother effing Storm. He did appear on some previous pay-per-views, so I can certainly see that as being a good pick. MJF and Cole is gold, says Brandon. Hey, John Kessler, how are you? Cole and MJF is so cringe, it's hilarious. Exactly. It exactly is. The bromance is goated. Dango really impresses me. I like what he's doing. It's funny stuff, man. It really is. Cannot wait for Slammiversary on Saturday. Same here. That'll be even more special to me because I am on vacation right after that. Out of work for 9 days after that. And yeah, so I'm going to be extra celebratory on our stream on Saturday. Yeah. It's going to be awesome. Santino yelling at Heath, did you see the preview of the Bray Wyatt DLC? Yes, we shared it on our channel. John Kessler, a question for everyone in the chat. Who do you think Scott D'Amore's partner is going to be? Do you think PCO is back? He could be. He always comes back from crazy situations, so he certainly could be. Derek Fleming is here. Tony Khan just tweeted Mark Briscoe is injured, so he can't fight Claudio for the title.
I wonder who they'll replace him with.
Very interesting there. Let's see. We've got Brandon. I thought so. Brandon, Alicia. Is Jeff staying online this time? He should be, unless, of course, his thunderstorm decides to knock him off. Which case, if that happens, we're both gone. So
no, she's pulling a joke here.
Oh, not popping out for a little bit to sort out impact. Oh, you mean is he going to go use the phone real quick? Maybe.
You know, I was told that it was a little bit obvious the last time, so maybe we have other methods of communication. I don't know. I'm joking.
Jeff just ducked out right before the one particular point in time, and Alicia happened to notice it. Yeah, that was. Oh yeah. It's funny how things work that way. Let's see. Where I am in the UK, we had 0 rain for 2.5 months, followed by rain every day of July so far. Extreme. Yeah, it is. It really is. We don't, as I said, we don't just get rain anymore. We don't, it's these big, huge thunderstorm, downpours, hail, all that kind of stuff. We don't get normal, like nice light rain. Remember, we used to get, Jeff, growing up, those nice light rainstorms. It was nice. It was,
nice, cool things.
All severe stuff now, man. All severe stuff. Jeff and I were talking music last night. It was funny. We were texting back and forth about music. And Jeff brought back, like, the song that he played for me brought back memories of, like, 80s music. And Jeff knows I enjoy 80s music. And I'm like, damn. And then all of a sudden I started thinking of all of these bands back in the 80s. And him and I were talking about just, like, naming all these different artists and stuff like that. If I'm not doing wrestling stuff, I'm doing music stuff, or I'm doing geek stuff. It's one of the three. If I'm not doing any of those, I'm sleeping. So it's what. But yeah, that was a fun conversation. It's always fun talking about things you enjoy. Let's see. Seth eating chicken wings on Monday had me laughing. Yeah, that was funny when he came out with the chicken wings. It was pretty good.
I mean, when in Buffalo, you got to partake.
Got to eat wings.
Got to eat wings.
It's very true. Hey, Mark, how are you? Coming to you from Neenah, Wisconsin, near Green Bay, as I'm visiting my Midwest family this week. Oh, very nice.
Awesome.
The home of the Packers. Of course, it rains in July in UK. Wimbledon is on. Oh, yeah. I still love watching tennis. I always enjoyed tennis because I really got, like, I was a big John McEnroe fan. And then Andre Agassi and oh my gosh. Oh man, I'm trying to think. It's Chris Evert was big in tennis in the 80s and 90s. Yeah, so I just enjoy it. It's very peaceful. It's very peaceful to sit and watch a tennis match. You just kind of kick back and you hear the ball going boop, 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 and then you hear them scream when they serve. When they do the serve, you hear that growl when they're serving, and it's always funny to hear the women do that. With that big, huge serve that they do, and you just hear them and make that noise.
Crushing the ball.
Yeah.
Too.
Oh my God, man!
Like I couldn't imagine being on the other end of that,
dude. 100 and some miles an hour that comes at you. Like some of them get measured at what 120, 130 with that ball. It's insane. But yeah, no, I actually just enjoy watching tennis on TV. Like I said, it's pretty peaceful. We played a little bit too. I had a pretty good serve, but I sucked on everything else. So pretty much if I didn't ace someone with my serve, I lost. So oh man, I was there in the front row, says Aaron. All right. Well, let's get to tonight's card, shall we, Jeff? And we'll get a move on here.
Yeah, we'll do that.
All righty, there's the card. 90 degrees in PA. Yeah, it was hot today. Yeah, it was like 80 something where I was, 89, 88. So yeah, it's hot and humid. Okay, we've got our card. We saw Dirty Dango defeat Heath on BTI. So Heath really not in a good place lately. He's losing a lot of matches, and sometimes when you see that, you see a character change. So keep your eyes out for what is going on with Heath, because hasn't been winning very much. So just keep your eyes on that. Yeah. Our main card tonight. So let's go. We'll go top to bottom. We got the returning Zach Wentz. So this is interesting. The first match we see him back in, and who's he going up against? One half of the tag team champs and Chris Bay. So I mean, the Rascals going to be the team to dethrone Chris Bay and Ace Austin? Are they going to take down Bullet Club? Yeah, maybe somewhere down the road. This is interesting, though. But this should be a good match, Jeff. And, I'm assuming both partners will be out there with them as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna make that same assumption. I want you to think about something. Think about when the Good Brothers left, and everyone was saying, "Man, what's up with the Impact Tag Team division? It's kind of barren right now. It's just not, it's not where it needs to be. They need some more quality teams." And think about the division today.
Yeah.
And the fact that you can think of other teams right now that would probably have a little bit of an argument to say we belong ahead of them.
Yep.
And I'm loving this. I'm loving the depth of the tag division, and I think this is going to lead eventually to ABC versus the Rascals, and I, for one, cannot wait for that.
Yeah, man, that's going to be awesome. That could happen at the next big pay-per-view event coming up. So, but yeah, man, who would have thought that the Rascals would be back after all this time? We remember, I can remember when they left like it was yesterday. And remember the exit they got, Jeff, and we talked about that for the longest time and everything, and how they did that. And now look, I mean, what goes around comes around, and now they're back. So it's going to be good. The match should be a good one. We could get shenanigans here very easily toward the end of it if one team interferes. And Trey Miguel, always got to have your eyes on him. So if he does interfere, we might see this break down at the very end, but it should be really good. Dango Pop Santino, Jameis Stay Ready says, all the grunts that they do in tennis it gets me all the time because I think, man, I hope their voice doesn't give out. Speedball versus Night, Block A versus Block B. I hope after Slammiversary Impact they have a tag tournament to show off the depth that the division has. Yeah, Jeff just mentioned that. Yeah. He's 100% right.
Oh, we got to do this too. Congratulations to Trey Miguel. He got engaged.
Oh, okay. There you go. All right. So congrats to Trey Miguel on his engagement. So that's always awesome. All right. Moving on. We got Moose and Brian Myers versus Rich Swann and Sami Callihan. This, I chuckle because I don't know that Rich Swann and Sami are going to get along all that well. And the same thing probably goes for Brian Myers and Moose, although, they both heels. But again, both of them have massive egos, and usually that doesn't play well with one another. So are these, in this match, how long are both of these guys going to be able to tolerate one another enough to try to get on the same team to win the match? I don't know. I mean, Moose has always been a lone guy. Brian Myers has followers a lot of the time, but he's kind of a loner. Sami, until kind of recently was as well, and Rich Swann hasn't been. So I don't know. This is going to be a little odd of a tag team match here. I think, Jeff, it's whatever team happens to implode is going to lose.
Yes. Whichever team can hold it together the longest will be the one that wins.
Yep.
Personally, I think that's going to be Brian Myers and Moose.
Yep. I agree.
Again, another tag team that I think if they can stick together, they could challenge for those titles too. So, yeah, I mean, I feel like this is going to be a lot of fun. We'll see if Rich Swann and Sami have gotten back on the same page or if there's still a little friction there. So yeah, I'm excited to see this one.
Yes, definitely. Should be a really hard-hitting match, no doubt. Congrats to Trey and his engagement, Andrew says. We've got Speedball Mike Bailey versus Kevin Knight. Always good to see Speedball Mike Bailey on the screen. The man is amazing. Whenever he's in a match, it's one of the ones you got to keep your eyes on that's out there for the night. And Kevin Knight is his opponent tonight. This should be a really, really good match. And again, one of these ones where it could be match of the night, Jeff.
Yeah, I mean, Speedball, anytime you see him on the card,
yep,
you can just about guarantee Kevin Knight doesn't get enough love, I don't think. He's tremendous too. So yeah, this could very well be match of the night.
Agreed. Yep. And then we have this. the Knockouts champion, so Deonna Purrazzo, is holding an open challenge for her title. This is really crazy. Like the night before, her championship is on the line, and what could be the biggest match that, one of the biggest matches that she's ever been in with Trinity, very, very dangerous opponent. It shows you something about Deonna that she's going to put this out there tonight, and anyone could come down. I mean, my goodness, could you imagine if it were Masha Slamovich? Could you imagine if it were Giselle Shaw? Like, anybody can come down and do this. And so the championship's on the line for tonight. What if she doesn't win? We could have a whole new setup for the match with Trinity, which is crazy. But I mean, geez, Jeff, kudos to Deonna for, it's a ballsy move.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great move heading into a big weekend, and I'm curious to see who comes down to challenge her.
Yeah,
I want to get the thoughts of the chat. Jamie, stay ready, says Steph DeLander, which I wouldn't mind that.
Yep.
It would be interesting if they threw us a little bit of a curveball, and this person does very well, and it ends up being a triple threat.
Oh,
I don't think they'll do that, but it could be interesting if they do, depending on who it is. Maybe we get some kind of non-finish on this one. I don't know, but anytime we get to see Deonna Purrazzo, I'm happy.
Yeah, Deonna's tremendous. Did you watch AEW Dynamite? Yes, I caught most of it yesterday, Brandon, and Jeff watched it too. We were just discussing that a little bit earlier. Remember this weekend is in the Sportsplex at the college, not in the same area Sacrifice was. I'd like to see someone different like Jody Threat. Killer Kelly says Dylan. Kylan King says Jamie, stay ready. Imagine Mickey. Oh, goodness. I was thinking that, James, too. Imagine she comes back. The reports are she's ready to go. So who knows, man? Like Jeff, I mean, that would play into Jeff's triple threat theory, wouldn't it? If she did come back and won, or if she did come back and where they would say, okay, we're making this a triple threat with her. Could you imagine her, Deonna, and Trinity? Dude. That was, listen, you heard it here first. If it happens, you know who to call. It's not me. Someone in the chat said something very interesting. Could it be someone that we didn't think about that comes out of the blue to chat? It could be. It could be. Like I said, it's a surprise time of the year for Impact Wrestling. You could see different stuff happening here and some different things, happening, coming around. Heather saying, I went to Fanboy Expo last weekend. So much fun. Got Ricky Steamboat and Kurt Angle's autographs. That's awesome. Saw RVD, Kevin Nash, and the Hardys. That's amazing. It's a hell of a lineup.
It is amazing. That's a great lineup.
That's a hell of a lineup. That's awesome. Ricky Steamboat. Oh, I bet you Jeff did. Did you ever meet him? Did you ever get to meet him? I know you love him. Did you? Okay.
Yeah, I've met him a couple times.
Nice. I know he was up. Wasn't he up in Albany at one point? Was he at that?
Yeah, I want to say, yeah.
I thought so. Yeah, I thought I saw that advertised up there. That's awesome. Good for you. Glad you had a good time there. Mercedes Monet. I don't know that she's ready to wrestle, Wesley, but never say never in wrestling. That would be heart attack inducing for a lot of people if she came out. Yeah, man. Listen, we were talking about her for possibly Multiverse. When they do that with whoever, could you imagine? I think we mentioned that, Jeff, right? With her, imagine if Trinity wins. Yeah. And imagine if Mercedes Monet challenges Trinity at Multiverse, and the two best friends wrestle one another for a title. That's a good story. That's a good story. It is. That's good writing. Got back to Impact recently a lot after a couple of impressive monthly events on YouTube. Research with Thomas Flynn. I'm glad to hear. And welcome to the channel. We appreciate you coming in. Glad you're watching Impact. It's been amazing. This whole half of the year has been, A level stuff. Really has. Very, very few shows that haven't been top notch. So glad you got back in, and I hope you enjoy it and come out and check out Slammiversary with us on Saturday too. Yes, everyone was cool, and I also got Adrian Paul's autograph. Do you all remember him from the Highlander show? Yes, absolutely, I do. Yep. I met RVD. He is mad chill. Iceman said many surprises may be popping up at Slammiversary. Impact might magnetize eyeballs. Yeah, they do this. You get a lot of surprises, a lot of new signings that sometimes will join them at this point. So it's gonna be huge. Mm-hmm. Had a couple drinks now. Looking forward to Impact. There you go. Have a couple nightcaps and settle in. Why not? Hey Jody. Hey John G. How are you? All right. That's the card. And, you guys know what time it is. We can't go by on a Thursday without talking about our second favorite topic besides wrestling, and that's food. So, what did y'all eat? What have you had today? Tell us what you had good. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, we don't care. It could even be a snack that you're having now. Let us know what you had. Make everybody in the chat hungry. This way, everybody pays attention. You know how that works. So, let us know what you all had to eat today. And we will start with Jeff. Did you get a chance to eat dinner?
That is what I'm currently doing.
All right, there you go. What are you having?
Pork chops.
Ooh.
And some cheddar broccoli noodles.
That sounds good. There you go. My wife brined some chicken and made chicken on the grill. And then I had some mashed potatoes and gravy. So chicken and mashed potatoes and gravy, old style comfort food. So that's what I had for tonight. Let's see. How much is Slammiversary going to fight? $39.99. But like Jeff said, go to if you're on social media, if you're on Twitter, go there and look for codes. There are a lot of people doing giveaways. And all you have to do with those kind of things is usually follow them, retweet the post. Something along those lines. Usually pretty simple. But if you do, go and check that out because you may be able to get a code for it without having to pay for anything. So John G said, doing good. How about you? RVD gave one of his fans a pack of his RVD branded rolling paper. Nice. Typical. Yeah. Brandon says hot dogs and French fries. Roast tonight, said Derek. There you go. White Castle and fries, says Andrew Stevens. Had barbecue pork, steak fries, and sliced tomatoes. Chris made fettuccine Alfredo from scratch and then made a chocolate cake with whipped cream icing. Sounds good.
There you go.
Sounds good. Pizza, says Jeremy Dunderman. Yes. Sausage and chips, says James Chadwick. James, when you eat sausage, I love sausage, man. Do you eat, is it mild or hot? You like the mild or you like hot? Jeff, what about you? You know where I like them both. I like mild sausage when I make like sausage patties on the grill. Hot sausage and spaghetti sauce. Oh,
so good.
Amazing, man. What kind of sausage do you like, dude? Mild, hot? Hot. Okay.
Yeah, I'm a hot foods person. I'm the guy that.
True, you are the Southern guy. Yep.
I'm the guy that went around in his 20s and did all those stupid food challenges you had to sign waivers for.
You're like man versus food when you go around signing the contracts when you're eating the hot wings. There you go. But yeah, what kind of I'm always curious about English food, James. When you when you guys eat that sausage and chips, is it mild sausage? Is it hot sausage? Let me know. Eating rice and chicken, potatoes and banana and avocado. That sounds very healthy, John. I might do a milkshake later. Milkshakes are always good. Tazzy's in the chat. Hey, Tazzy, what's going on, dude? Had a shrimp burrito, quesadilla with side of peaches. I'm just kidding. I was ready to believe you. I literally thought you were eating like peaches with, I don't know, whipped cream. I don't know. Let's see.
I'm going to leave that one there. I'm not going to make any.
I kind of led people into that one. Yes. Bacon, tomato, egg, and chip sandwiches at Berry Monkey. Are you ready? Blood and guts this Wednesday. Jody said I married a keeper. Grilled pastrami sandwich for lunch. Toast today, says Thomas Flynn. Hey, listen, toast there's never anything wrong with toast, man. Whether you put butter and jelly or if you just eat it with butter, you have peanut butter. Yeah, listen, you can do anything with toast. I have to have sausage in my spaghetti. Ooh, yeah, it's so good. My mom makes that all the time, like spaghetti. They would cook it right in the sauce, and it has a little greasy, of course, but yeah, it makes that taste a little bit of a zip, and then they would make cavatelli, put it over cavatelli. Yeah, it's so good, so good. I've always been a sausage fan. My mom used to fry it in a pan, just eat it with potatoes and stuff like that, like James kind of is probably eating it. But yeah, just a normal pork sausage. Okay. I eat breakfast sausage and stuff too. I like breakfast sausage in the morning. Thank you, Joe, for saying that. I appreciate. Let's see, bacon egg. Did I miss anyone here? Ready to go for blood and guts. English sausage. Okay, normal pork sausage. I literally spit my drink out. Thank you. Why whipped cream? Alicia, I'm not going there. It just goes well. What do you want me to say? I'm not going to tell you why. Subscribe. Thank you, dude. I appreciate that,
what,
Thomas.
Joe? That comment deserves. You know what it deserves.
Let's go.
Let's just go ahead and as soon as I can find it here, there we go.
Let's go. I'm in a spicy mood today. What can I say? I hate spicy food. It's shit. Yes. Okay. Well, now there you go. We got the food thing out of the way. If anybody didn't call it out, please do so. We got about 8 minutes to go. Man, what's been going on? Jeff, I wanted to tell you, I watched 65. You know the movie with Adam Driver?
Yeah.
Very good. I was really pleasantly surprised by that. When I saw the trailer, I'm like, hey, it's Kylo Ren fighting dinosaurs. But it was really good. I really enjoyed it. I was kind of surprised that I did. But it was really good. It's definitely worth a watch. Check it out if you haven't on Netflix if you're a sci-fi fan. What else have I been watching? Oh, you know what I found, Jeff? You appreciate this. American Gothic, the horror show that was on in the 90s. It is on Apple TV.
Ooh, okay.
So I was able to go back and watch the whole thing. Tremendous show. If you have never seen that, it was only on for one season, but really, really good. It was almost like it reminds me a lot of kind of a Stephen King-ish kind of a show. But yeah, I really loved it. Very creepy. The supernatural show that they did in the 90s. I loved it. What else is happening? Anyone see Indiana Jones? I know my cousin went to see it. He loved it. Said it was tremendous. I have not. I'm so behind in movies. Haven't seen Flash yet. Haven't seen Spider-Verse. Haven't seen Indiana Jones. I'm 3 movies behind of ones that I want to see. So I have to catch up because now I have been watching Secret Invasion. That's also really good. They're up to episode 4. There's only 2 left. So if you're a Marvel fan, it's really good. I wasn't sure how I feel about it. It's mostly Nick Fury centric. No superheroes really in it. But it's been good. It's been really good. I really like it. Really enjoying it. I don't like cheese, not because it's good, but because of health reasons. Like, yeah, dairy. Some people just can't have it.
Yeah,
it's understandable. Flash was not good. See, I'm going to probably like it regardless of the story, Jonathan, because I grew up with Michael Keaton as my Batman. Same. So just the fact to see him, and Jeff can attest because Jeff, grew up with that too. He was the first Batman we really saw on the big screen. Adam West obviously was on TV and so, but just to see him come out and say, "Do you want to get nuts?" I mean, it's nostalgia for me, and I'm gonna love it. So Either way, I'm just gonna enjoy it. And if they did all kinds of nostalgia at the end, which is kind of what I heard, then I'm gonna love that. Oh, and I've been sharing all the pictures of this with Jeff too. How about the pictures from Deadpool?
Oh man, I cannot.
Oh my God, Deadpool may end up outselling Spider-Man. No Way Home. Listen, you guys know, I've admitted to you guys I have a spoiler problem. I don't spoil things for others, but I spoil it for myself. And there was a leak of the entire script of Deadpool 3. Now, it leaked on 4chan, so you don't know whether you can believe stuff on there or not, but I've seen leaked scripts on there before that have been incredibly true. All I could say is if it is, it's going to be amazing. And Deadpool's in this with Hugh Jackman Wolverine. Wolverine was shown in his blue and yellow X-Men costume that everybody was waiting to see him in. And it's just, if what they're going to do, if that script was true, it's going to be mind blowing. And I just can't wait. I cannot wait for it. It's coming out next year. It's going to be amazing. And they've already announced that you're getting Jennifer Garner, who played Elektra in the first Daredevil. Ben Affleck has been rumored to be in it. He could end up being Matt Murdock, it almost seems like, and when Deadpool is fighting Wolverine, he's fighting in front of the 20th Century Fox logo that was collapsed. So it almost looks as if this could be an end game for the Foxverse, which basically would say goodbye to all of those ex-Fox characters. Jeff, all I have to say is and Chris Evans, right? We all know him as Captain America.
Mm-hmm.
But he did play the Human Torch.
He did.
So, and Chris Evans was recently quoted in an interview as saying he wants to play that one more time. Could you imagine if they're doing some kind of multiverse deal and Chris Evans is there? A friend of mine even set up a scene. He goes, okay, imagine Deadpool and them are getting beat up or whoever they're with. And all of a sudden you see some kind of doorway or something opens and in comes walking Chris Evans. And then Deadpool makes some kind of joke like, oh, hey, it's Captain whoever. He's coming to rescue us. And Deadpool makes some kind of crack.
Yeah.
And then Chris Evans just looks at him and says, what are you talking about? I'm Johnny Storm. And just something stupid like, oh my God, that's what I mean. Like Jody, Deadpools are good. If you've never seen them, watch it. The first one's amazing. The second one was good, but the first one, really good. A lot of humor, a lot of comedy, a lot of, hard R. And they said this movie's going to be a hard R. So much for Disney not allowing R-rated stuff. They said it is a hard R. So for gore and violence and, of course, the sexuality stuff and the cursing. Yeah, I am really, really excited about that. So
I can't wait.
Oh, going to be so good. So good. So there you go. See, I do geek out about stuff other than wrestling. I told you. The Bray Wyatt pack is coming out the 17th. So for those of you who are Bray fans, the download stuff is coming to 2K23 this coming week. So I'm sure everybody's excited about that. They did show the entrance for Bray, which looks really cool. He's in that leather black jacket. C Wrestling did a breakdown of it. He has the black mask on it, so not the green one, but the black one. Comes out to you see the opening door and everything, and they also have Uncle Howdy. And his look good as well. So a lot of people are probably going to be back playing 2K23. Bray's rating came out today too in the game. He has an 89. So 89 score for him. So that's pretty good, right? Pretty good. The higher you go, something like Madden. So pretty good score for him. And Howdy is an 84, which a lot of people were a little surprised at because really didn't see him wrestle much. And the fact that he's only 5 points behind Bray, a lot of people were a little surprised at how they scored that. But in any case, it is coming out. Jody said, is it the 19th? I thought it was the 7th. Okay, I could be wrong. Could be the 19th. So for those of you who are gamers, obviously you'll want to get that. I think it's, is it $9.99, $7.99, something like that. But yeah, freaking 89. Alicia says, what? Hello, Jason Peace. How are you? Alicia says, I absolutely love Deadpool. Yeah, a lot of people do. A lot of people, and Ryan Reynolds is perfectly cast. Perfectly cast. Ryan Reynolds is a goof, and is just perfectly cast. So yeah, it's just good casting by them, and I think it's going to be really, really good. We are seconds away from starting, I believe. It says live in 000. Bray will always be 100. Can't wait. I already got the season pass. When I got for those of you who got the season pass, you'll just get it. So, yeah, it's going to be fun. Going to be fun. All righty. We're getting some highlights here of Deonna, Purrazzo, and Trinity. This was backstage last week. I love when Deadpool shot Ryan Reynolds in the end credits. Yeah, that was wow, that was hilarious. Yeah. Yep. That's what you get. It's just a lot of like the humor in it is just crazy. And like I said, that him and Hugh Jackman together is going to be outrageously funny because they are friends outside of the movie business. So it's going to be really funny. Jeff, did you see Logan?
Yeah.
Do you know what Ryan Reynolds wanted to do to bring him back? And Fox wouldn't let him do it because they don't want them to use the Logan timeline. He wanted to go where Logan was buried underground. He wanted to dig him up. So Deadpool wanted to dig him up, pull his skeleton and stuff out of the ground and have him regenerate back to Wolverine while he's smelly and gross and everything like in the back of his car. And he just basically wanted to torture him, but they wouldn't let him do that. They didn't want him to use anything from Logan. So, but yeah. Oh my God, that would have been hilarious.
Well, yeah.
This is from Busted Open talking about, yes, this is, if you haven't heard, Steve Macklin suffered a severe injury. I don't know. Jeff, did they confirm what it is?
I didn't hear what it was. If they did, I haven't seen any updates or new reports.
Yeah, I haven't seen it either. That's a shame, man, because Macklin was he on the up trajectory. Yeah. He up at the top of his game, and then boom, he gets injured when they were in Australia. So Macklin is out of that match, and then of course he's being replaced by Diener. So Diener is going to be with Bully Ray. So
that's an interesting pairing too, because I feel like Diener is gonna take out his frustrations on some folks.
Yeah, agreed. There he goes. Bully saying, "You want in? You're in." Trinity. Oh yeah, Trinity would be great to get on the show. I am playing video games. Whoever thought we'd see Matt Cardona in MLW? Yeah, Matt Cardona's in MLW.
Yeah, and Joe, did you see Don King's affiliation within MLW?
Don King, the boxing Don King?
Yeah.
No, I didn't. What's he doing?
I'll send you the article on it.
Oh, okay.
He's behind one of the factions.
Oh, no kidding.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there you go. That's a good person to have as a valet or a manager. There you go. Seeing Leo Rush. This is all stuff from last week. All right. Crowd is on their feet. Oh, look who we're starting out with. The Rascals. And first up is going to be Zach Wentz against Chris Bay. The Rascals making their way out to the ring. Zach Wentz with Trey Miguel. All right, so we're getting a tag match. And, of course, like we figured, Trey Miguel out there at his side. So,
that's right.
Grace Austin will be also.
Yeah, this is going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, man.
Fun way to start the show. You know what? Just because they played it, I got to play it too, doggone it, because I love it. Here we go.
Bullet Club for life.
Love it. The Bullet Club. Ace Austin and Chris Bay. Mark says the Rascals are back. I was saying I am a player of video games. Oh, cool, John. It's great to see these guys back. Jeff, I wonder if they visited the treehouse prior.
I think that may be a given.
Mm.
I think, since we're not getting a mention of the treehouse, we're just gonna think that they're automatically visiting the treehouse and in the treehouse at all times, that they're not in the ring or backstage.
Well, they did come out in a cloud of smoke.
That's true.
So,
That's true.
Maybe
the activities from the treehouse followed.
That reminds me of Chris, man. I miss Chris in our chat.
Yeah.
You remember when the Rascals were in Crow? Oh my God, Chris used to have a field day.
Oh man, yeah.
All right, well, we're about to get underway with our first match here tonight. Don't forget, we're going to be doing Slammiversary picks along the way. So when this match ends, we'll start off and we will do our Slammiversary picks tonight during the show as well. We'll let you know who we think are going to win. You guys can obviously play along and let us know who you think are going to be victorious at Slammiversary on Saturday. About to get underway. We got Zach Wentz just kind of hanging out in the corner. Chris Bay making his way over to the middle of the ring. Wentz, okay, here we go. We're underway. I'm very excited to play Bray Wyatt and Uncle Howdy when the Wyatt pack comes out. Yep, I'm sure you're not alone, John. I mean, he's not around, but at least you can do a little fantasy stuff with WWE 2K.
Yeah.
Zach is taking a little break over in the corner.
So I've got to ask you this, Joe, and then the chat. When do you do this match? When do you do this tag match between ABC and the Rascals? Do you hold it off for a little bit and just do some singles matches, and maybe at Bound for Glory you do it, or do you do something before then?
It's a very, very big match. And if you're going to take the titles off of the Bullet Club, they've had them for a good while. But if you're going to take the titles off them, I would have to think it would be a bigger pay-per-view event. So I'd have to probably think Bound for Glory. And then they could just kind of play this out a little bit. Just have them, like you said, have some singles things happening. Whether or not they get involved. Hey, listen, the champs are involved in a fatal, what is that, 4-way tag team match?
Mm-hmm.
There's no saying that they're going to get out of that with the titles.
That's true.
So we don't know. There's who knows? That anything could happen.
Yeah, they've got a they've got their hands full in that tag. Match, so
man, they've got some great teams in there.
Yeah.
New Diablo game is $100. I got it, Jonathan, for the PS5. I only paid, I think I paid 50 or no 60 for it. That must be like a special edition or something like that. They have to put the Fiend in it. We can't have the only appearance be in the Shitfest 2K20. Are you talking about the one that always had the errors and stuff like that? That was really, really bad. That was really, really bad. I remember seeing people would have their wrestler outside the ring and the wrestler would just get stuck. And the wrestler they would do some sort of movement. The one video I saw from that, it looked like the wrestler kept giving the crowd the finger. His hand kept going up into the air as he was against the rails on the outside. I'm like, oh my God, this is bad. So bad. So bad. I remember the quest to get the Fiend, which the reason I got it, and I that's the first thing I did because I wanted to unlock him. And you couldn't play him up front. You literally had to unlock the character. It was pretty simple except for the next to last match. That's the only one I lost more than, was it Kane? I think I lost to Kane. And then I won and then of course I won the final match to unlock him. But that's why I think Bray comes back right before it. Hell, we'll see. Oh, I told you got to watch for Trey Miguel.
Yep.
Always going to get that shot in when people aren't looking. There's a cover and gets it through. We shall see, I guess. Trey yelling from the outside as it's just grabbing on the beard of Chris Bay. Big elbow there to the chest. Another one coming down the side of the head. Pushing on that neck. Come on, Chris, says Heather. Congrats to Trey, by the way. Lucky bloop. LOL. Here comes Chris Bay. Some nice shots here. Trying to change the momentum a little bit off the ropes. Coming down with a lariat. Down goes Wentz, and Chris Bay getting some momentum here. And, way over in that corner. Big kick to the side of the head from behind Bay now with all the momentum going up to the top. Wentz in a little bit of trouble and takes that. Cover. Is that enough to? No. Kick out at 2.
Man.
It's funny. You're always a little bit ahead of me now. I don't know why that is.
I don't get it.
It's so weird. It must be because, what do you watch on?
YouTube.
You're just watching their YouTube. Okay.
Yeah, on my
we're always on. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you're not watching on Access, right? No.
Yeah, just my Roku TV.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Ooh. That's weird. I always look to see if I'm like behind it. Yeah, just put my like up. Everyone hit the like button if you haven't already. Oh, yeah, good reminder. Thank you, Heather. Sometimes we get so involved and we forget to say it. Yeah. If you're new to the channel, there's a 2 count again. Please make sure you subscribe for us if you're new. We are happy you're with us. We hope you come out every week and check out the show. Also, please make sure you drop a like on the stream like Heather just said. Listen to Heather. Heather knows what she's talking about. Listen to Heather. Like the stream. Really helps us out with all the YouTube algorithm stuff. So make sure you drop a like. If you're here now, great. Make sure everyone in this chat likes the stream. If you didn't, well, you're not going to get into any trouble. But, But if you are listening otherwise and you're not in chat with us, that's cool too. But please make sure that you like the stream as well. It really, really helps us out with everything. Trey gets wrecked on the outside. Chris Bay going back in. Also, make sure you hit that notification bell as well if you want to be notified about when we've got the future content. Referee did not see that. 1, 2, 3. Shenanigan win for Zach Wentz. Trey Miguel getting in there in the face of Chris Bay. And now here comes Ace Austin. And there goes Trey Miguel and Zach Wentz. Like Spike says, Mark, yes. Yes, please do. Nice, Jeff. We have a Roku TV in our bedroom. It's great.
Yeah, I've got a couple. They're pretty good. I like them.
Hey, Deonna, how are you? This, of course, was on BTI earlier. We did see Dango won this match, and Santino Marella, of course, there with the friction between these two men. Santino not happy with Dango, of course.
Surprised Santino didn't call him a son of
a bitch. You're a son of a bitch. Santino getting held back. And then he takes a shot from Dango, which basically just about knocks him out. Dango laughing on his way. Look at the little girl screaming at Dango. Excellent win by Wentz, says Matt Smith. You suck, Chance. And here's Scott D'Amore and Santino. There's Trey and the Wentz.
Oh.
They're in line for some tag team gold. Said I saw you cheat. You make this up in your own mind. These kids. Oh, another threat to Santino.
Man, he just can't take a break, can he?
He can't make any friends.
No.
My guess is they might cost Santino here. Okay. Oh my gosh, Jeff! I just thought, how much would you think this version of Fandango or Dirty Dango would fit in with the Rascals?
Oh my goodness!
As a third, that would be tremendous.
That would be tremendous.
Oh my God, that version of him would be awesome with those two. Oh, that would be. I hope that's how they're going. That would be so good, so good. How do I get Impact on YouTube, Jonathan? You go to the Impact channel. You become a member. You could do it for 99 cents, or you could just do the $4.99, which gives you the pay-per-views as well as the weekly show. So it's either $5 a month, or it's 99 cents. When the 99 cents would give you this show and nothing more. The $4.99 membership would give you this and all of the pay-per-views that aren't the really, really big ones. So that's how you do it. Dirty Dango versus Dirty Dom. Could you imagine?
Oh my gosh.
Hey, RK Shuttlesworth, I saw Gresham this Saturday, as well as Jody Threat and Shaza McKenzie. The Impact peeps I got to talk to a little. I guess we're going to see Jody Threat on TV on a regular basis because she signed. Cool. Gresham lost to a guy named Sebastian Wolf. He is a guy to look out for somewhere. Oh, okay. Okay. Little Silver's here. Hey, I've seen before the bell, Slammiversary, look into the Knockouts world title match with Trinity and Deonna and Nick Aldis and versus Alex Shelley for the world title. It was very well put together. Something like WWE would do. You all can look at it on the Impact Wrestling YouTube channel. Okay, I'll have to go check that out. Yeah, I'll check it out. Thanks.
All right, Joe, you ready to get to
Yeah, let's get to some picks, shall we? We're going to do our picks. You guys play along in the chat, so let's get to it. What do we got first?
Let's see. Hopefully I can get to this because it's my computer was freaking out for a moment. Okay, so this is what we got up first.
This, of course, is a pre-show match just added a couple of days ago. So it is the Death Dolls, it is Courtney Rush, it is Jessica, and it is Jody Threat going up against Giselle Shaw, Savannah Evans, and Jay Vidal. So 3-on-3. Jeff, who do you got in this one?
Man, this is a tough one. I think I'm gonna go with the team of Courtney Rush,
okay,
Jessica, and Jody Threat.
Okay. As much as I love Courtney and Jessica and Jody Threat, I'm gonna go against them, and I'll tell you why. Because I think more and more, remember, they were discussing that whole thing where they might have to go back into the dark and stuff like that. So I think that losing could cause that. As much as Jody Threat is there, I think, of course, Jody's Threat's amazing. But I'm going to pick Savannah, Giselle, and Jay here. I don't know why, but I just have a funny feeling they're going to knock them off and send them further back to the darkness. So we'll see. We'll see either way. Jody says Death Dolls. John Kessler says Death Dolls. Heather says Death Dolls as well. I guess we can't get a rematch when he returns since Macklin's not champ anymore. Well, Macklin's going to be out for a while. I don't know the extent of his injury. I hope it's not really bad, but he's going to be out for a while. Dark Angel picks the Death Dolls and Jody Threat. Got to go with my name. Said Jody. Makes sense. I got Death Dolls and Jody Threat. Death Dolls, but momentum says Shaw, says Deonna. Okay, yeah. Like everybody's on the Death Dolls, could totally see that, and I wouldn't be sad if they won. All right.
All right. This one's going to be a lot of fun. We've got Stripper Kenny King and going up against the digital media champ, Joe Hendry.
Oh, man, Stripper Kenny. That is absolutely hilarious.
He's never going to live that down.
No, man. I keep wondering when Joe Hendry's going to drop that title, but I don't think it's now. I think he overcomes Kenny King because remember, say his name and he appears, Yuya. Yuya might have his back, and if there's any interference from Sheldon Jean, Yuya could be down there to help Joe Hendry, but I do believe in Joe Hendry, and I believe he's going to retain that digital media title. Jeff, what about you?
The only way I see Joe Hendry losing Saturday night is if they immediately put him into a world title picture program.
Yeah.
And I don't want to give away my pick, but if they were to do that, then I think he would be. Look, I'll just go ahead and say it. So if Nick Aldis wins, he'd be the perfect baby face to go up against Nick Aldis's heel in that program. And think about some of the stuff that Joe Hendry could do about Nick Aldis.
Oh my God, with the video,
with the video and the songs and all of that. So I mean, he could have a lot of fun with that. But I think it's a little too soon. I don't think they'll take it off of Alex Shelley just yet. So, but I think Joe Hendry will win this one.
All right, there you go. Joe Hendry says John G. Joe Hendry retains, says Heather. Aaron's excited about Slammiversary. Stripper Kenny, kidding. Hendry retains. Joe Hendry wins, says John. I got Joe Hendry retaining his title. Joe Hendry says, Ryan, as long as Hendry does a song. Come on, Speedball. Yes, we've got Speedball Mike Bailey in the ring right now. I should not try to think of who I picked because you guys are messing with my minds with your explanation. Do we get a Kenny dance? Joe Hendry retains, and James Shaddock just says, believe. So there you go.
Well, a lucky fan backstage last week, Jody, tipped Stripper Kenny without him having to do a dance at all. So
that's right, he did. Maybe you know what? Maybe I'm gonna wear my Joe Hendry shirt. Yeah, I bought it a long time ago. I know it's not necessarily licensed, but hell, screw it. I'm still supporting the wrestler, right? I'm not going to tell you to go buy it. I'm supporting the wrestler. So maybe I'll don my Joe Hendry t-shirt for Slammiversary on Saturday.
There you go.
Why not?
And you know what? Since you're going to wear that one, I'm going to wear my Moose shirt.
There you go.
I'm going to wear the Moose shirt.
We'll be decked out in Impact gear.
That's right.
For Saturday. There you go. Banger incoming. Hendry retains. Said Dylan. Let's do one more. Oh,
this one's gonna be.
Oh boy!
This one should just be called the James Chadwick and DJ B Tazzy invitation.
Oh, that's what my God! The only question I have about this, because I really don't have much question about the outcome, is: are Kelly and Masha gonna have time to not be paying attention to one another, to pay attention to winning the match? Jeez. I am really, really looking forward to this. I couldn't be more pleased with the way they've done this.
Yeah.
I am, and I do believe it's the Coven's time to lose. They've had the titles for a long time. Listen, you get Masha in there with Kelly, and I don't care who you put up against them. They are going to be tough to beat. I'm going with new champs here, Masha and Kelly for the win. And maybe they'll finally name themselves, James. I don't know, but and you know what? Maybe what I should be worried about is an after the win celebration.
Well, I'll say this. At least it'll be on pay-per-view.
That's true.
And so
that's very true.
So yeah, but no, I think that in terms of the match, in terms of the outcome, I think is Killer Kelly and Masha's time. I mean, you got Masha, who I think they kind of backed themselves into a corner with how they booked her initially.
Yeah.
They made her so dominant, and I think they're learning from that with Jody Threat. I think they're learning from their mistakes there, but they made her so dominant. And when she lost to Jordan Grace and when she lost those opportunities at the title, it halted her momentum a little bit. And this has kind of reinvigorated the momentum. And you add someone like Killer Kelly, who, I mean, as singles competitors, they're great. Put them together and they're dangerous.
Yes.
And yeah, James Chadwick has already given them a name.
Yep.
Folks
Bonded by violence.
folks need to tweet out hashtag bonded by violence.
Yep.
Get that going. But yeah, I think it's Masha and Killer Kelly's time, and
Yeah.
I'm interested to see, Joe, because you bring up an excellent dilemma. Who's the face team that eventually beats them? Because when you're booking these things, you have your story figured out by okay, I'm gonna put the titles on these people. Who's gonna beat them eventually? Who am I building to go up against them? I'm just trying to think of the team right now, and I can't.
That's a great question. Are we going to get someone new introduced maybe at Slammiversary?
Yeah, I mean,
That it is a great question because they are. How do you beat that team? I mean, they are just both two of the most intense women wrestlers you've ever seen, and yeah, that's a great question. I don't know who can come in and beat them, but yeah, this one's going to be really good. I'm really excited for this match. Masha and Kelly says Jody. Masha and Killer Kelly for the win. Masha and Kelly says John. Masha and Kelly says Ryan. Bonded by violence, baby. Should be them. Masha and Kelly rules. We got Killer Kelly and Masha says Jeremy. Tazzy will be at. Oh God. Yeah, it's a shame you can't watch it. Masha and Killer Kelly says Dana. The Coven wins, says John Kessler. Okay, with shenanigans. Death Dolls, Deonna is talking about the other match. Masha and Killer Kelly says Little Silver. Let's go Speedball. This match has been really good, by the way.
Yeah, this match has been absolutely bananas. Like this is crazy.
It's been really, really good. Jack also says the Coven retains with someone who helps them. I don't know who. Okay.
Oh, are you going where I think you're going, Jack Michael? Because we've been calling for about a year and a half.
We have, and that certain someone would fit very well in a Coven.
Maybe they could conjure her up.
Interesting. Very interesting. That'd be a surprise.
Wow.
Ooh, look at this.
Kevin Stinking Knight, man.
Look at this. Oh, man. Kevin Knight is a big dude and very agile for his height.
Dude can work, man. He's so good, so talented.
Both men are down.
Crowd chanting, "This is awesome."
Andrew says Masha and Kelly win hands down. I like the Bonded by Violence name because Masha can lead Kelly down by the chain. I don't think Tazzy would argue with you with that. No. Bailey coming back now with some right hands. Shot to the ribs.
Oh, my goodness.
Reversal. Whoa. Up and, oh, look at that. Oh. Bailey. Oh, pulled the knees up. But Bailey going out to the top.
Oh, my gosh. Oh,
Jeff's ahead of me, so I can't wait to see what this is. Mike Bailey's going all the way. Oh, look at this. He popped up to the top rope. Look at Now I know why Jeff said what he said. Holy crap. Superplex from the top. And listen, we just mentioned how tall he is. That was from way up there.
Oh, my goodness.
Trading covers 1, 2, 1, 2. Neither can cover the other.
I don't want this match to end. I don't want this to end.
2. Oh, no. 2 and a kick out.
Oh, my gosh.
Kevin Knight is showing out. Here he comes. Oh, man, into the second turnbuckle now. Here comes Bailey. The tornado. Oh, he gets him. Up to the top rope goes Speedball Mike Bailey. This could do it. There it is. Right in the small of the back. 1, 2, 3. Oh, my gosh. What a match.
What a match.
What a match.
What a match.
I told you all before the show that this might be the best match of the night.
I hope more people put some respect on Kevin Knight's name.
Damn,
after
man.
this. If you didn't know before, now you know. That was tremendous. Oh,
Mark
my
says he
goodness.
reminds you of Ricochet, but imagine, Mark, if Ricochet was that tall, like, that's incredible. Like, a smaller guy, I would imagine, has a little bit, easier time doing air. Oh, look who it is.
Yep. James, if they just said bound by circumstance.
Oh, almost. Wait. United with a purpose. James, are they going to say it?
Okay, this is very well, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, it is kind of, you're right.
I'll just say Skinamax and leave it at that.
I'm getting a little warm. I think I might need to turn my hair up.
But wow. James, they're totally gonna use that name. They're gonna use that name, James.
James, you better have that copyrighted.
Make some money off of it, James. Here we go.
Joe Hendry. Oh my God, this show is amazing. That promo, I can't even talk.
Somebody get Joe a glass of water.
Spill one on my hand.
A glass of water and a cigar.
My eyes are watering. Oh, Joe Hendry. Let's change.
What's up, Gus?
Hey, Gus. Put your hands up in the air if you believe in Joe Hendry. Here you go.
Jody
Aaron
says,
I believe. James Shadow says, it's getting hot in here. Yep.
Well,
Deonna says that promo is fire and 911 is on standby. Oh boy, Tazzy. Tazzy needs to watch tonight's episode.
yeah. Jody said, this is X-rated. Let's just say it.
Oh, there's no question about it. And we love it. Joe Hendry's going to talk. Let's see what he's got to say. We believe. Yes, we do. Impact Maniacs, do you believe? Yes. He said, I take this time to talk about myself, but I'm going to be generous and talk about someone else. Isn't that nice? He said, I'm concerned about someone who's really struggling. Stripper Kenny. Here we go.
Oh, man.
Love and respect from Bahrain. Imru. Well, hello to you.
Oh.
That's awesome. Welcome. Stripper Kenny, the crowd is chanting. Oh, we're going to see it again, aren't we? We're going to see the video. It works for Masha since it gives her someone else to promo in English. Yeah, good point. Deonna says Stripper Kenny. Oh, God. Wait to hear it, though. I can't wait. You got to play the video.
Please play the video.
There it is. They're all chanting Stripper Kenny. Two other words you could say, and that's we believe. Joe Hendry and
Jody,
his tag
I'll
team
have
partner, Yuya.
Yeah. Jody, I'll have to send you the
video.
Kenny. Yeah, I'll send it to you.
He's got to play it at some point during this.
Has to.
Oh, it's so good. Those things he does. Oh my God, that one you showed me with Eli Drake.
Yeah.
Oh
Tremendous.
my God, you should have seen the one he did for that. That's LA Knight. The one he did for him, oh dear God, hilarious. It's just hilarious. We believe in you, yeah. And there's Kenny King. Stripper Kenny is in. And Sheldon's behind him. Stripper Kenny doesn't look too happy.
No, he's a little unhappy.
I really like Yuya, said Deonna. Has anyone checked if Tazzy hasn't fallen on the floor or gone backwards on his computer chair? Please check if he's okay. Might want to call Tazzy's house for a wellness check after that promo if he's been watching. Ay. I don't know if we're all going to make it through that match. We might have a bit of an issue getting through that match. Goodness gracious, peaches and cream. Anyway. All rise. Impact Wrestling is a 10 out of 10. Anyway, we have a match. Joe Hendry and Stripper Kenny are in there together. Will we see some returns at Slammiversary? I would imagine we will. I think there will be some surprises, possibly some returns. Yes, they usually do that at Slammiversary, so I would imagine we would get something. Crowd chanting Stripper Kenny, and Stripper Kenny's like, "Okay, I'm leaving the ring."
Yeah, I'm leaving.
He's out. He tags into Sheldon Jean, so it's going to be Sheldon Jean. It's going to start. Nope. Joe Hendry says, "Okay, I'm going to tag in Yuya." They need to change the name from Impact.
Dang.
I
have to play this one after that.
Bazinga.
Yeah. No resume is safe from Joe Hendry. No, absolutely.
No.
If you have anything in your past and you have to wrestle Joe Hendry, you may want to think twice about it. Wait, is Kenny self-conscious about his body now? Is that why he won't take off his hoodie? Because he's Stripper Kenny, maybe?
And because, last week he was walking around just minding his business and someone's trying to stuff money in his undies.
That's right. That's right. They did. Oh, Lisa's crying. Brandon Davis says, I can't take it anymore. Would love to see an Elix Skipper appearance at Slammiversary.
Oh, my gosh. That would be tremendous.
I want to see Shark Boy.
Oh.
We got Shark Boy, one of the big events. I want to see Shark Boy. Now we know why they're calling it Slammiversary. Raywell trying to get us demonetized. Yes. Yeah. Yes. Boots to the head here of Yuya. Yuya in a little bit of trouble over in that corner. And again, these two will meet. Joe Hendry and Kenny King. We already talked about that in our picks. After this match, we'll get to more picks. Kenny should put a tip jar in the ring.
Oh, my gosh. You know what would be funny if Joe Hendry did that though, and he came out with a jar.
Oh my!
And just put it in the corner.
Oh my God!
Wrote a little note on it that says Kenny's tips.
Oh my God! Crowd's yelling, "Take it off!" Are they really?
Oh, that's funny.
Do you think Trinity will win? Imru, I don't know, man. I think she has a good chance.
I do too.
I think she has a good chance. We'll talk about that. That'll be our probably next to last pick. That I'm shocked that's not the main event.
Me too. Yeah, me too.
And there's Joe Hendry. Some big uppercuts here to Kenny King. Oh, man, big right hand there from Kenny King. Hendry with a lariat knocks him down. Got him up. Kenny King trying to fight out of it with some elbows.
Ooh.
Dazed Joe Hendry.
Let's go, Kenny.
Ooh, all right. Kenny King coming back.
Ooh.
Duck underneath by Hendry up. Caught him. Joe Hendry showing off the strength. Ooh, man. Fall away slam and a kip up.
Yeah, Joe Hendry's a strong dude, man.
He is, man. Trying to get the crowd into it here. Here he comes over with another clothesline. Kenny King goes down. I think he should pull off his jacket.
Yeah, at this point, I mean, you've
King
proven
right
your
back.
point.
All right, Kenny King fighting back. Throws him over in the corner. Is he going to come with him? Yep, cutter. King tagged in Sheldon Jean and didn't see it coming. Yuya now and Sheldon Jean in there. Sheldon Jean with some kicks to Yuya. Yuya in trouble right away. Nice drop kick there, and down goes Sheldon Jean. Kenny King, though, coming right back. Boot to the midsection. Reversal from Yuya. King spinning around. Oh! Tiger driver from King, but he wasn't the legal man. Hendry's in.
Oh, man.
Oh, there it goes.
Oh, man.
There it goes.
You should see him coming. Oh, my God.
There it goes. Kenny King's hiding his chest.
Oh, my God.
Throws the sweater or the sweatshirt at him in a big clothesline. Kenny's running away. Oh, Kenny King's not happy. Kenny left. Kenny took off. And let his tag team partner high and dry. Hendry all the way up. That's got to do it.
Oh, man, that's great.
2, 3, that's it. Kenny King took off after being shirted. Throw the man $1. Can you imagine if the crowd was throwing him money as he ran out? Oh, my God. That was hilarious. Yuya and Joe Hendry are victorious. Kenny left him behind. Yes, he did. Left him to the wolves.
Oh, man.
Oh, look at the flashback. We used to see this all the time back in the day. This is from 2013, the Ultimate X Division. Ultimate X match. That's Chris Sabin.
Kenny King. And Suicide was up there.
Yep. Oh. Sabin grabbing at that title. Can't get, he's got it. These matches are insane, man. Insane. Classic TNA. Hogan and Aces in 8's era. Love the flashback, says Brandon. Deonna says, see, my tip jar didn't sound so far-fetched. Chris Sabin. Leo Rush. Who was Suicide there? Was it TJP? In 2013? I don't think so.
No, it wasn't. No, that wasn't TJP back then.
Leo Rush says he really doesn't give a damn. Said he never will. He's not here for the nostalgia. I'm not here to build Impact's brand. Said I'm here to win championships. Tell him Chris Sabin he's here to win his. Jeff, did you see Christopher Daniels do the Curry Man dance last week on Ring of Honor? Strange how we never seen Daniels and Curry in the same ring.
That's very true. I was about to say, you've never seen them in the same place at the same time.
Interesting.
Kind of like Sami Zayn and that guy El Generico.
Speaking of prepping gear, got to wear my I Am Chris Sabin shirt Saturday. There you go.
I want to look and see. Maybe it was TJP.
Everybody needs to wear their Impact gear on Saturday for Slammiversary. X Division title, I see you Impact. One of these days, Suicide needs to be added to the Hall of Fame with all the people playing Suicide there. Imagine if Joe Hendry did a video of set. Oh, God.
Okay, so yeah, you guys were right. Yeah,
Was it TJP?
It says he was revealed on June 30th, 2013. So, yeah.
Okay. There you go.
Sorry about that, folks.
Joe Hendry could do videos of anyone. You should go to YouTube and look up Joe Hendry when he did one for Big Show. You want to get a good laugh? Oh, my God. Leo signed with GCW. He'll be making his GCW debut return the SummerSlam weekend.
Joe, do you want to go to another match?
Yes, let's get some predictions here while Chris Sabin is talking about his upcoming match.
All right, so we've got the Ultimate
there it is.
match.
This is more than likely going to lead off the show because then I won't have a voice for the rest of it. The Ultimate X match. We've got Speedball Mike Bailey, Jonathan Gresham. How many times have those two been in a ring together, where as a team or against one another? We've got Kushida. Kushida's back. We've got Kevin Knight, who we just saw was amazing. And we have Alan Angels, kind of a dark horse. This is going to be incredible. And I don't even know who I would tell you. You could pick any one of these guys. Alan Angels has momentum. Moose is on his way out, by the way. Alan Angels has been looking good the last few weeks. Kevin Knight just looked incredible. Kushida's always a factor in any match he's ever in. Gresham and Bailey, dude, I don't know how to pick a winner in this. I mean, this is, I can't, you know what? Oh, man. And you can pick any of these guys. I'm going to go, you know what, Jeff? I'm going to go Kevin Knight. I don't know why. I'm going to go Kevin Knight here. I'm going to go Kevin Knight. He was impressive. I'm going Kevin Knight. James is going for Angels. Deonna says Angels. Angels is probably a good pick. Kushida says Gust. Jeff, what do you think about this one?
With Kevin Knight, because that's kind of the direction that I was leaning in. It all depends on how long he's going to be here versus New Japan.
Right.
So, or wherever else he goes, because he's all over the place. But I think I like the idea of Alan Angels.
Okay.
I think I like that idea because of the uncertainty with Kevin Knight, because of the uncertainty with Kushida.
Makes sense.
I'll go with Alan Angels, and I'd love to see Alan Angels, and depending on who's the X Division champ. I mean, whether it's Chris Bay, whether it's Trey Miguel, it's going to be a heck of a match.
For sure. We've got Angels, says John G. Jody says Bailey. Jack says Angels. Gresham, we got from Matthew. Bailey from Jeremy. Good point on Kevin Knight. Can be the future for Impact. Bailey says Aaron. Mike Bailey says Dana. Dylan says Angels. Heather saying Rich Swann. Yes, Rich Swann is making his way out to the ring, or has made his way out to the ring. Victor, what's up, Jeff and Joe? I've got Alan Angels also, but watch out for Diener. Sneaky ways.
See, I don't think he'd snake him until the championship match.
Yeah, you're probably right. Yeah, good point. But you never know. Jason Stoffer. Hello, Jason. Welcome to the show. Thanks for coming out. Jason, of course, a member of the channel, so thank you for being a member. He's saying Angels as well, as does Andrew Stevens. Moose looks better now than he did when he played for the Falcons. Heather says Angels. Angels because of the design and him showing Diener. He did it. I know it's the unknown, but I'm going with Kevin Knight. All right. Well, there you go. Sami Callihan is now in the ring, along with Rich Swann and Moose and Myers, and we're about to get underway with that. What do we got next on the picks?
Well, we got this one. This one should be fun.
Yeah, it should be. 2 TNA originals, 2 classics. Kazarian against Eddie Edwards, and both of them now. Eddie Edwards had Alicia, and Alicia was interfering the last few weeks. Well, Frankie now went out and got his wife as well, and Tracy Brooks will join him in his corner to take that advantage away from Eddie Edwards. That said, Jeff, I'm going with Kazarian to win this, simply because he evened up the odds. Doesn't have to worry about Alicia with the double team. Tracy Brooks can certainly take care of her. I'm going to go with Kazarian in this one.
The OG knockout, Tracy Brooks. I've got Frankie Kazarian. I just got Frankie. It would not surprise me though if Eddie Edwards pulled some kind of crap, but I've got Kaz just because that's what I want to see.
Yeah.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
Brandon says he picks Bailey. John said Kevin Knight. Brandon saying Kaz. Frankie for the win says Dylan. 2 knockout legend, but Kaz says Victor. Jason says Eddie. Gotta go Kaz says Heather. Ms. Tracy Brooks back says Victor. This is going to be a great tag match. Yeah. Yep. Going on right now. We got Sami Callihan coming in. Going right over with a clothesline. Here comes Rich Swann. Look out. Elbow to Myers. Myers goes down. Frankie for the win. Going to go with Kaz, and this ain't over a mixed tag match for Impact Show or another pay-per-view. James says Kaz, and Andrew Stevens says Kaz. So a lot of people on the train of Kazarian. Frankie's got my vote as well, says Mark. All right.
Joe, did you want to do one more? Or
let's go one more.
Okay.
Next up.
This one.
Bully Ray and Diener against Scott D'Amore, who's going to be wrestling for the first time in a good while. Here's a question to the chat. This should be interesting to see your answers. Who is Scott D'Amore's partner? Is it just simply going to be PCO back from the dead again? We've seen him do that many, many times. Brian Myers gets thrown out over the top. And here comes Callihan. Rich Swann takes Moose and Myers out. And Sami takes a bow. Who is going to be the partner of Scott D'Amore is the question. So I'm going to go with Scott and whoever he gets to win. It just seems like that's the way the story would go. But who is going to be Scott D'Amore's partner? James Chadwick seems to think it's James Storm. Eric Young, I think he's still in WWE, Brandon. I think he's still signed in WWE, so I don't think so. Cardona, somebody mentioned Scott D'Amore, but I still think PCO comes back at the 11th hour. That could very well be. They have a long history. Darren McCarty says, screw being a special enforcer. I want in, right? Darren McCarty, the hockey player, is the special enforcer in the match. Was thinking Khan says, RK Shuttlesworth. I'm pretty sure Kaz is going to win, but maybe this sets up a mixed tag. D'Amore and just a guess. I think it's James Storm also. James Storm as well, says Victor. So a lot of people agreeing with James Chadwick. James Storm as well for Deonna. Bray Wyatt, could you imagine? Could you imagine all of a sudden, whoop, there's Bray and Impact. James Storm used to be in Team Canada. Makes sense.
Yep.
Makes sense. But I think he retired. Devon. I was thinking him too. James Chadwick mentioned he can't wrestle anymore. So I don't think it would be him. Jeff, what do you got in this one? Who do you got winning? Who do you think the partner is?
Oh man. So my heart wants to pick Joe Doring, and I'm gonna every time that there's a potential for a return,
right?
I'm always gonna pick Joe Doring, not because I want him to rush back to wrestling, just because I miss him.
Yep.
And we want to make sure that he's okay. Even if he did nothing physical, I'd be fine with that. Just him showing up would be enough. But I think I'm going to agree and say James Storm.
Okay.
I think that makes some sense. It would be interesting if it were Eric Young, because there are a lot of things that you could do with that. And even if he is with WWE, they aren't doing anything with him. So why not say, okay, why not let him go for like 2 months, create a buzz around him, use the buzz that Impact creates by him returning, and then have him debut at another point with WWE if that's what they want to do. Mm-hmm. Might be good business, but that's just me. I don't know anything. But
we've heard that before.
I don't, but I would love for it to be, I'd love for it to be EY. My top pick would be Joe Doring, but I think it's going to be James Storm, just because I think that would make a lot of sense. So, and James, that's why it could be such a good story, because he could help break down Diener to a point where it's like, you thought you killed me, you were so powerless. You thought you could be the leader and fill my shoes, but you weren't even worthy. You couldn't even do what I asked you to do the first time. There's so many different ways you could go with that storyline to bring him back. I'd love to see that if that were a possibility.
I like how Jeff's thinking here because he's thinking about who could be the opponent for like Diener, basically, because we know the feud between D'Amore and Bully, but who would be the one who would really come in and like, take Diener by surprise here? So I think that's why somebody in the chat said Khan. Imagine if like Big Khan turned on him too and showed up to help Scott D'Amore.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's I like that thinking. Yep. But he was murdered. Yeah, so was we won't mention that name. I don't want to bring that old wound back up. Although he hasn't been around lately. Callihan and Moose. Oh, double clothesline. Both men down. Deonna agrees. Jake something. Would love to see
Jake another good one.
Somebody mentioned Willie Mack. I'd love to see Willie Mack back as well.
Oh my gosh, Willie Mack! Did you see his most recent backstage interview?
No,
I'm gonna have to send it to you, Joe. This man, he's just a national treasure. He's gold.
Yeah, Willie Mack's awesome.
He's gold.
I still miss you saying Willie Mack's gonna go to sleep. Yeah. Oh, that was the good old days.
Yeah.
Wow, man. Brian Myers just let off a kick and took out Moose. That's not going to go over well.
Nope. Ooh.
And now, oh, my gosh. Here comes Swann. There's a big cutter. Callihan's going to look at Moose, make sure Moose. Oh, and Moose just throws Callihan on top, stopping the count. Moose making his way back up. Now Moose has Myers and tags him, and so now Moose in officially. Swann down over in the other side of the ring. Moose grabs him by the hair. Here comes Myers. Myers misses. Now Moose throws Myers. He throws Myers into Moose. Callihan rushed in. Swann just took a ball. Look at these kicks from Swann. And now, look at this.
Oh,
Sami with the big drop down on Moose, and here comes Swann. 451 to.
He kicked out.
Wow, he kicked out at 2. I thought he had it.
I did too, but he kicked out.
3 banger matches. Yeah, this has been.
There's some great matches tonight.
Callihan gets tagged back in now. Moose still laid out from the beating he just took.
What's going to hurt Moose more, the pile driver or the wedgie that Sami's getting?
Yeah. Myers from the outside takes out Swann. There's the low blow. Referee didn't see it. Sami's in a world of hurt. And there's the spear. That's going to do it. 1, 2, 3. Low blow from Moose wins it. John says, I agree. I would like to have both EY and Joe Doring come back. The announcement PCO's replacement will be the main event.
Okay.
We're getting an announcement tonight.
Okay.
All right.
So Joe, I have a question for you. And normally I don't like to do this because I don't like comparisons, but I'm just curious. Better looking spear, Roman Reigns or Moose?
Oh my God.
Or I'm even gonna throw in another wild card here. So Roman Reigns, Moose, or, and I know this is a dirty word to some people on this.
No, I know what you're gonna say. Don't do it.
In his prime. I'm not gonna say it, but most people know who I'm talking about. In his prime.
You got to admit, I mean, he was pretty devastating in his prime. Yes,
in his prime. In his prime.
Subcultures in what do you guys think out in the chat? Brandon's saying Edge. Edge is a good spear too.
Yeah.
A lot of people
Bobby
have
Lashley
spears.
is another.
Lashley. James just said it. James, you were the first one who said it.
Yeah.
That's a good one, man, because I mean, you see these administered now, and they're just devastating. When Moose administers a spear, the other guy just goes flying. And Roman's doing that too. I knew Jody wouldn't like that. That's why I didn't say it.
That's why I didn't say it. I knew people wouldn't like it. So, but you got to admit that it was devastating, and it looked pretty darn cool.
He was. That's a tough call, man. Even if you go down to Roman and Moose, oh man, that's really tough. Alan Angels,
a little different look.
Sign them all. Edge says Jeremy. Roman and Edge says Deonna. Yeah, Edge had a great one too.
Yeah. I think for me, I'm gonna say Edge and Moose. Top two. Edge, Moose, Roman, and then the name that shall not be mentioned.
Roman made that famous through the bloodline thing mostly too. Wow. Edge's is pretty darn good.
It is.
You know what? I would think I might agree with you. I would probably go Edge. Moose is devastating. Just the force behind his. So I'm gonna go Edge, Moose 1, 2, 3, 4. Even hard to pick because as much as I can't stand him, it was devastating too back in the day.
Yeah. And people are talking about the gore from Rhino too. I mean, you gotta,
man. A lot of people had great spears. Yeah. All right. Well, I guess we should get back to our picks, Jeff.
Yeah. And I think I somehow skipped over a couple here. I got a little too ahead of myself.
That's okay.
So we'll go with.
Saw this one out there. The Impact World Tag Team Champions. Oh, look at this. In 2 weeks, we got Dreamer and Darren McCarty against Champagne Singh and Shira. Dreamer's back in the ring. Interesting. Interesting. All right. Impact World Tag Team Champs. We have ABC. We've got the champs. We've got Moose and Brian Myers, who we just saw in the ring. Rich Swann and Sami, who we just saw in the ring. And Subculture, who are amazing. And we've seen them a couple times already in Impact. They are a big favorite of a lot of people out there. So this is going to be awesome. Going to be a fantastic match. But I'm going to say the champs retain. I'm going to say that ABC, the Bullet Club, retain the tag team titles. This is going to be a tremendous match. The one thing you got to watch out for here, too, Rich, you already saw the big battle that Swann and Sami just had with Moose and Myers and how that went. So they're going to want revenge on them. May not be a lot of paying attention going on there. But anyway, I'm picking ABC. And Nick Aldis is talking about coming back to Impact. So who do you got, Jeff?
Oh, man. I think I'm going to say ABC with the 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
I think that's what I'm going to go with, even though you could legitimately make a case for any of the teams in this to win. And
you really can.
But yeah, I think you can do a few more things with ABC because you've got the Rascals match that's now in place, but then you also have to remember that you've got the Machine Guns.
Yep.
At some point down the road. So I'm gonna go with ABC, but wouldn't surprise me to see Subculture win. Wouldn't surprise me to see Moose and Brian. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me at all to see anybody else win it. But I'm gonna go with the champs.
Agreed. ABC says Jody says sure. ABC, LOL. ABC said Deonna. ABC retains. Nothing personal, just strictly business. ABC retains. Derek and anyone else keep his name out of your damn mouth. Aaron says, is Slammiversary the equivalent to WrestleMania or SummerSlam? Probably SummerSlam because they happen at about the same time of the year. Their WrestleMania is what did we just get off of? Their last pay-per-view that we had. Oh my God.
I'm trying to think of which one they did.
Yeah, no, what big pay-per-view did we just have from them?
I'd say Bound for Glory is more like their WrestleMania, but a lot of people say it's the opposite. Some people say it's Slammiversary because a lot of times with Slammiversary, what we'll also get, which I haven't seen this year, but we may get an announcement at Slammiversary of their Hall of Fame picks for this year.
Oh, okay.
Because they did the announcement at Bound for Glory and they had Raven there to do his speech. So it depends. I mean, I think some people say that that this would be more like their WrestleMania, but I've seen people argue it both ways. To me, they're two of their biggest shows, and they're always great. So,
yeah, no doubt, they're both awesome. Matt says it's considered Impact's second biggest event. Same. Some think Slammiversary is bigger than Bound for Glory. I'll say this: who Scott chooses, I feel like he'll get the most of the match because I feel like Scott will be a bit rusty. I could see Subculture. What a better way to bring them in. I'm rooting for Subculture, but I'm pretty sure ABC retains. ABC retains, says Andrew Stevens. Hello, Hassan. How are you? All right. So, what do we got next?
All right. So, we've got this one.
The X Division title. Going to be a great match. No doubt. Lio Rush is fantastic, as you're going to see if you haven't seen him lately. But I'm going to go with Sabin here, and I'm going to go with Sabin because of something Jeff said a while back. And I still think that that's going to happen. The cash-in of the X Division title to face his tag team partner, Alex Shelley, at some point. Chris Sabin, I do believe, retains to keep that story alive. So there you go. That's who it's. I think it's going to be an awesome match. And now somebody just said in the chat that Lio Rush just signed with GC or with someone else anyway. So it wouldn't make sense for him to carry a title. So I do think that Chris Sabin will win this, Jeff.
I'm a fan of Chaos. I'm all for Chris Sabin winning. I guess my question is this. How soon do you think he tries to go for option C? Do you think he tries to use it on Saturday? Or do you think he holds it until a different point? Do we start to see the cracks there? I'm interested to see what they do with this, but I really, really think that Chris Sabin retains. I want to see some gold on Lio Rush, but I don't know how long his deal is with Impact. So if he was signed for 6 months and I knew that, I'd probably say Lio Rush. But I think for right now, with what you could do between Chris Sabin and Alex Shelley, and yes, this is partially me just wanting to be right about something. But I'd like to see Chris Sabin and Alex Shelley eventually. So
yeah, I agree. I do think that Sabin retains. Deonna and her open challenge. So here we go. Let's see who it's gonna be. If anyone is in our Knockouts division thinks they can dethrone the Virtuosa, then step up. Who's it going to be? Who's it?
Whoa.
Oh, Jeff saw it before me. Who is it?
Whoa. Okay. All right.
Is this Jody Threat?
Yes, sir.
Oh, it is.
See, this is where I feel like they learned from the thing with Masha. Because they did everything in their power not to put Masha in against somebody like Deonna or Jordan. And then when they did, that was, then they lose. But even if Jody loses right here, you lose to the champ.
Yep.
And you can build in the story to have Jody climb her way back up to earn that opportunity. So,
yep. Jody Threat and Deonna Purrazzo. So, didn't see this one coming. This is going to be a good match. But yeah, great point from Jeff. It's they're building Jody Threat similarly to what they did with Masha, but Masha, we all know, went in undefeated. When you don't lose, it's tough to go anywhere but up. And when she lost the title and never won the title, that's what he was talking about booking, because there's nowhere left to go. So now if Jody comes in here and she loses this match, it's not a big deal. Not going to completely derail her. It just drops her to, like Jeff said, she lost to the champ. So no discredit at all. Should be a great match. Should we get our last couple picks in, Jeff, while this is going on? So we have the end to find out who the partner is going to be.
Yeah. So speaking of Deonna Purrazzo.
Oh, man. What I said should have been the main event.
Yep.
Deonna Purrazzo taking on, listen, it could be Jody Threat, right? I mean, technically, Jody could win. But obviously, most of us pretty much thinking that Deonna's going to retain. So Deonna Purrazzo against Trinity. After all the buildup, all of the stuff that's gone on with Trinity, and I have to say, I think this is Trinity's time. I think she's going to win. She didn't come to Impact to, be, kind of just play the number 2. I think she's going to win the title, and I think it's going to be huge. Listen, maybe her best friend might be in the audience to see it. Maybe after she wins, she makes her way down to the ring for a challenge for a future pay-per-view. But Trinity wins. Deonna Purrazzo is amazing. I think it's going to be a fantastic match. But I think Trinity is going to be the new women's knockouts champ after the match. Jeff, go ahead. We got Trinity says Jody 100%. Sorry, but Deonna is about to be dethroned. Trinity wins. Trinity says Brandon. Trinity says Dylan. Should have guessed Jody Threat. Sasha, yes, Jody. That's who I'm talking about. Yep. Jeff, who do you got?
Hashtag Trend Pack.
Yes.
Trinity. I think it would be really, really cool if after she wins, we get a couple things. Not saying that this is going to happen, but just let me fantasy book for a minute. So let's say that after this, Mercedes comes out, congratulates her.
Yeah.
Is kind of giving the side eye to that Knockouts title.
Mm-hmm.
And then we hear Hardcore Country.
Oh, my God.
So then we end up getting that Mickie James Mercedes match that we wanted.
Oh, my God.
But now it means something because the winner of that match eventually goes on to challenge Trinity at Bound for Glory.
Oh, man. That's way better than I came up with. Oh, my God. Could you imagine if Mickie comes back? And Sasha's, oh, my God, dude, that'd be amazing. That would be amazing. Liz just tweeted Tracy Brooks and said, "You better bring your A game, bitch."
Ooh.
Okay. Jody says, "We know you work for Impact, Jeff, so it's not a prediction. It's a spoiler." There's a green shirt guy imposter in the audience? Really? I didn't see that. Naomi for the win. Then Sasha comes out and challenges for the title. And Sasha wins at Bound for Glory. Brandon saying, "Shut up and take my money." To Jeff's. To Jeff's. Perhaps it's a surprise for this weekend. Much as I want Trinity to win now, I feel she gets it at Bound for Glory. So going with Deonna, says Andrew. Okay.
I could see Deonna retain. I could see Deonna retaining, and then Mickey comes out and challenges her, and we build towards them at Bound for Glory in a legitimate retirement match, possibly for Mickey.
Okay. Yeah, that could be another way to go. Has there ever been a champion where they lose to a challenger before a big pay-per-view? I'm trying to think of one, but no. You mean like in this, that she would lose this match? I'm rooting for Trinity, but would not be surprised if there's some interference. Green shirt guy had his daughter with him at SmackDown last week. She also had a green shirt. That's what I've been saying. Jeff is GM for Impact. That was me on Monday Night Raw. Green shirt guy is goated. Mercedes is all about big money. I don't see her signing for. I'm not saying she has to sign Deonna. I'm not even saying she has to sign. It might be a one-off. She could go for the title at the Multiverse pay-per-view, which technically isn't really an Impact show. I mean, it is, but you know what I mean. It's so I'm not even saying she has to sign. Nor to be honest, would I expect her to. If she does wrestle Trinity, I would kind of think she would lose. But I don't know. Who knows? Listen, Impact is weird. They can bring somebody in for just a few months.
Yeah.
Nick Aldis isn't on a long contract. I think he only signed for like 5 months. So, I would normally say that if it was a situation like that where people would be signing for 2 years, but Impact signs these smaller stuff. So, all right, man.
Meaning you think about it with someone like Mercedes, and Impact does this, it's like a pay per appearance type of thing.
Right.
So that's another avenue that they could go. But if I'm Impact and I can use the footage of Mercedes being there and congratulating Trinity, I'm going to use it.
Oh, no doubt.
And if I can somehow work in Mickie James being somewhere in the background and neither one of them sees her kind of deal, I'd do that too. But yeah, I get what you're saying. But I think with Impact, I mean, think about that, how many eyes they could get if they said, this is a match we're going to make for Multiverse. I mean, that would be crazy.
Huge. Jody Threat's doing pretty well for herself here. Deonna's in a little bit of trouble. Jody Threat now trying to work on that leg, but nope. Takes a couple of kicks from Deonna to get her away from her. Now Deonna comes back, kick to the midsection. Deonna saying this is over. No. Reversal there from Jody Threat and a big right hand. Comes over into that corner. Deonna, big headbutt there from Jody Threat. Jody Threat going up to the top.
Ooh, Jody Threat.
And she's up top, and oh man, Deonna gets taken down. 1, 2, no, kick out of 2. The other thing, this is good storytelling right here, Jeff, too, because Deonna's getting beat up pretty good here. So they're gonna, now she has to have another championship match with Trinity the day after. Not to take away anything from what Trinity would do, but this is a really tough match here for Deonna Purrazzo.
Yeah, this is
and there's that armbar. This is what Deonna Purrazzo does. Jody Threat's going to have to, she rolls out of it. Ducks underneath that. Sends her to the side. Jody Threat got Deonna up. Ooh. 1, 2. Oh, man.
That was a rough landing.
So Jody looks hurt. Jeff, did you see Britt Baker has said she wants to wrestle Charlotte?
I hadn't seen that, but I can tell you that I would appreciate that match.
That would be amazing. There she goes, right
Yeah,
back to that
yeah,
armbar again. That's going to do it, I think. She's got
yeah.
that locked in. Yep, that's locked in. Over. Deonna Purrazzo submits. Jody Threat. Great match. Great match. Jody Threat showed out.
Yes, she did. That was a really, really good match. Now
Really
think
good.
of the story, Joe. Think of the story that you can tell Jody Threat kind of feeling like, dang, I messed up my opportunity, and she kind of works her way, fights her way back up to that opportunity.
Yeah.
And you see the respect here. Uh-oh.
Respect from Deonna Purrazzo. Oh, who's coming in? Giselle Shaw. Giselle, Savannah, and Jay Vidal are beating up both Deonna Purrazzo and Jody Threat.
Oh.
Oh, we got Courtney and Jessica. Jessica just took out Savannah Evans. Courtney Rush taking down Jay Vidal. Now Jody Threat getting in the action. You got Deonna and Giselle. And look out. The Coven's in there. Oh God. Oh God. Are we gonna get Masha and Killer Kelly?
Please.
Come on, let's go. Jessica and oh, come on. Where are they?
Oh.
Something's going on. I love that Jeff's ahead of me now because now I know what's coming up. Here we go. Masha and Killer Kelly are in.
Tazzy has completely passed out by this point, folks. He's done for.
We have got nothing but chaos right now.
Oh, wow.
Masha is taking a beating over there from Savannah Evans. Who's this? Trinity's in.
Wow.
Trinity just took out. Oh, look at the clothesline to Giselle Shaw. Oh, look out. Savannah Evans has Trinity by the hair. Well, finally the officials are coming out to try to stop it. Security's getting booed. Oh, man, what a kick from... Oh, look who's in the ring together. Trinity and Deonna Purrazzo, the two... Oh, boy. Steve says going to need a cold shower.
Ooh.
Trinity has one hand on the... Oh, no. Here we go. We're going to get a preview.
Let him go.
No, the referees are going to break them up. Crowd booing. Security should have showed up sooner. Damn, says at least it's a knockouts brawl. Deonna's getting out of Dodge.
Oh, my
Let
gosh.
them fight chance. Deonna holding up that title.
Man, what? So, Joe, I normally don't talk about people's points about certain things on social media, but I was looking at a thread where people were comparing the minutes of screen time that women get in the various companies, and they didn't have Impact Wrestling on there.
Oh, that's
and what Impact Wrestling just did with
God.
Deonna Purrazzo's match is a blueprint for how you get other women's screen time and create storylines for the women on your roster.
Yep.
You can do something as simple as a brawl like that, and you can now set up a multitude of matches based off of some of what we just saw.
Yep.
So
absolutely. That's why Impact is amazing, because everything they do has a purpose. Everything they do, like Jeff just said, you saw those little pair offs happen during that brawl. And now, like he just said, you can go forward with that. You can end up going forward with some of those rivalries now. Tremendous. There, listen, another killer go home show. And it wasn't even a lot of times their go home shows include a lot of storyline and a lot of backstage stuff. This didn't. This was just all in the ring. Everything that happened tonight, a couple little things in the back, but most of this tonight was all in the ring. Love the fact the knockouts end the show. That's another thing. Tell me another company where you have a ring filled with the knockouts in your company to end a big show like that. You don't see it happen.
Hold up.
Scott D'Amore's on the phone.
Oh my gosh.
Wait.
Oh my gosh. I think it might be happening.
Team Canada?
It might be happening. Joe, did you hear what he said before that?
No, I missed a phone call. What did he say?
He said apparently this time PCO can't come back to life. But my question is, can you?
What does that mean? Who is it?
Oh, maybe this EY thing has a little more legs than.
Oh my God! Is it Eric Young? Really? Oh, that would make 100% sense if that happens, because he died and he just said can't come back to life. And now, is Eric Young from Canada?
Yeah, he was a part of Team Canada before.
Dude.
He was a part of Team Canada before.
Dude, is it going to be and Eric Young? When Jeff was talking about this earlier, could you imagine the reaction of Diener if he sees the guy who he thought he killed come down to the ring? Oh my God.
Joe.
Oh my God. My mind's blown. My mind is blown. I listen, I thought the dude was in WWE. I didn't think he Oh man. Now you all have to come back on Saturday and find out. We got one more match to pick, and oh my God, Jeff did it again, said James Chadwick. Yeah, he's gonna have to have that song. You did it again. Oh my God, Diener went. Oh, just think about that for a quick minute. If that's true, this only happened because of Macklin's injury.
Mm-hmm.
So think of what they what they did. If that happened, where listen, we don't know if this was planned. We don't know if it is Eric Young, if he is going to, or was indeed back prior to this, or if they basically made a call to WWE and got permission to have him come back for this match. Oh my God. That's amazing. Can you come back from the dead? Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
And again, Joe, think about it from both companies' standpoint. The last time that we saw EY, it was months ago.
Yeah.
So a lot of the momentum that he had as a part of Violent by Design,
yep,
unfortunately is worn off.
Oh yeah.
So if I'm WWE and I really want to make this guy a big deal when he does debut in WWE and give him the respect that he's due, why wouldn't I allow him to go back, interject himself in this, get hot again, get people talking about him again, and then all of a sudden at a WWE event, you have this guy pop up and it's like, wait, he was just on Impact. So, I mean, there's a lot of different ways you could look at it, but I really, really hope that that's the direction that they go.
Oh my God, that would be amazing. That would be amazing. Man, that would be amazing. Well, we got one more match to pick. It's the championship match. Abyss
another one that's in WWE, but
I'm not sure Abyss how he is as far as wrestling shape is concerned. That would be my only question there. But yeah. Wow, man. The ending was creepy. Now that's a cliffhanger. All right, guys. Who do you got winning the Impact World Championship? We've got Alex Shelley and Nick Aldis. I think this is a pretty easy call for me. If Nick Aldis is only sticking around for, like he said, 4 or 5 months, again, I don't see him holding a title for just a month or so or however long that's going to be. Certainly is capable, but I'm going to go with Alex Shelley. And again, I'm doing that because of the whole storyline that I told you about with Jeff before with the Chris Sabin thing and the cash in. I do think that's going to happen. So I'm going to pick Alex Shelley to win this match. Nick Aldis is Brandon. Prediction is Shelley retaining. Shelley says John G. I think a couple of people picked Shelley up above there. Shelley says Brandon. Heather says Alex Shelley retains. I hope. That ending was creepy. He said big change coming. Shelley says Deonna. So does Jody. Nick Aldis says Matthew Smith. Dylan says Shelley. Slick Nick says Alicia. All right, Jeff, what do you got, man?
Oh man, I'm gonna go with Alex Shelley just because I like chaos, and people will get mad that we'll get a match between Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin, but it will just bring me back to the days of when they were brand new in TNA, and they had some stellar one-on-one matches. So give me Alex Shelley for the win, just because I want to see Chris Sabin come out and give us a little hint that maybe he uses option C.
Yeah, that's just too good of a story, I think, to pass that up. So, yeah, I agree. I think so, too. James Chadwick says Alex Shelley. Aaron saying Nick. Plus, Eric Young hasn't been seen on WWE The program. No, I mean, the only thing we know of Eric Young was it sounded an awful lot like his voice in that last promo that Bray Wyatt did when he did the promo where he was on the game show. That the announcer sounded a heck of a lot like Eric Young, but nobody really ever proved that. So, all right, guys, give us your scores for the night. We're going to get out of here. We've got a big weekend coming up. So, again, please make sure you saw everything that's leading up to Slammiversary. It's going to be a killer show. So, please come out Saturday. We're going to start at a special time. So, 7:30 p.m. on Saturday. We will start earlier because we want to see those matches that are going on beforehand. So come out and join us 7:30 p.m. this coming Saturday, of course, 2 days from today, for Slammiversary. We'll be here for the entire thing. It should be an amazing show, not just for the Eric Young thing, but there may be more surprises. We may be getting a whole bunch of stuff. If you haven't bought it yet, go out and do it. It's on Fight TV. It's the only way you could see this. So if you're going to come and watch along with us, go and get it on Fight. Obviously, if you can't, you're just going to come out and join the chat. You're more than welcome to do that. But make sure you get it. You can go, like Jeff said earlier in the broadcast, try to win a code. There's a lot of people on Twitter that are giving stuff out if you do some things, so you can go and try to do it that way. But the only way you can watch this one is on Fight TV. All right. Go, Alex. Cut. Bleep. That's a hell of a comment to end the show, Derek. Dylan says 9.5 out of 10. Brandon says 10 out of 10. Heather, 9.25. RK Shuttlesworth, 9. Is it Saturday yet? Not enough. Not soon enough for me. Gary says 9.5. John G says 10. Tonight was amazing. Yes, said Jeff. 9 out of 10 says the Dark Angel. Aaron says 9. Andrew Steven says 9.25. Good night, Brandon. All right, Jeff, what you got? What are you scoring the show?
I can't go any lower than a 9.5 because entertainment wise, I'll break it down a couple of different ways. The matches, all great matches. Every single one was great.
Yeah, I agree.
The build up to the stuff at Slammiversary, all great. Everything made sense. Everything meant something tonight. I mean, I think I've got to go. I think I'm going to go 9.75.
Mm.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go 9.75.
Andrew Stevens, 9.25. Good night. Brandon Matthews says a 9. Dana says a 10. 9.75 out of 10. See you all soon. Time for bed, 3:05 a.m. James says, damn, it's only Friday. I know. Well, look, at least you got SmackDown, right? You got SmackDown, which should be interesting with the whole Bloodline thing. You got that tomorrow night. You got AEW Rampage tomorrow night as well to hold you over. So Jonathan says a 10. Tell your wrestling friends Deonna will still be our champ. I'm predicting. I'm thinking Nick wins. Said John Kessler. Little Silver says the 9.5. Is Petey coming back? Eric or Josh, says Aaron. Have a wonderful night. You too, Brandon. You know what? I don't throw these around often, but I'm going to 10. It was an amazing show tonight. They did, like Jeff said, everything was just about perfect. They built up the show tomorrow. They gave you that big cliffhanger at the end. The matches tonight were stellar. We saw some amazing things going on. We had some comedy thrown in there with Joe Hendry. We had listen, I could have given it a 10 just for the promo with Masha and Killer Kelly. So, yeah. But this was a fantastic go-home show. This is it. The reason they do this so well is because everything, like Jeff said, just makes sense. They don't throw any garbage out there. They don't throw any, everything makes sense. And everything leads up to what they're doing in the show. So it was just a fantastic lead up to what I think is going to be a tremendous pay-per-view on Saturday. So that said, come out and join us. Don't miss it. It's going to be amazing. Amazing. SmackDown and AEW Rampage is on tomorrow night. Yep, post show as usual. Not really adding more information, but they still do a good summary. Oh, they're doing a post show. Yeah, they started that post show thing. That's a new thing for them. They never really stuck around and it did that, but that's pretty cool. It's only on for like 5 minutes, not that long. 9.75 for tonight's show, says John. Thank you very much. All right, so again, we shall return on Saturday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Slammiversary. So make sure that you come and join us for what should be an awesome show. Don't forget about Sunday. We will be back for Between the Ropes at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, because by the time we get done with Slammiversary, and if it blows our minds, we're going to have a lot to talk about because it's going to be late. And we can't stay up too late. A lot of you guys that are overseas are going to be up until probably 4 in the morning. So come back and join us on Sunday at 8:30, and we'll discuss. We'll talk about all the big things that happened at Slammiversary on our Between the Ropes show, along with all the stuff that happened during the course of the week in wrestling. So Raw and SmackDown and AEW and NXT and all of it. We'll talk about all that on our Between the Ropes show, along with our Sell or No Sell favorite moments of the week. We'll do of course, our grievances as well. So join us 8:30 p.m. on Sunday for a wrap-up, basically, of what happens this weekend. And then, of course, Abby's Window on Monday. Jody out there got a big interview on Monday that she wants you all to see. Of course, she has the Caleb's Corner, and she's got an interview with the man on Monday. So make sure you join them for that. 3 p.m. and we'll do a premiere once Jeff edits. There you go. There you go. All right, guys, we're done. A lot of you, thank you all for joining us. Everyone who was here, everyone who stayed, everyone who played along with the predictions. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Also to the new people who were in and some of you that subscribed, we appreciate you. Please make sure you drop a like. Don't leave tonight without liking the stream. Very, very important for us. Make sure you drop a like on the stream. Make sure you sub if you haven't done so already. And also hit the notification bell to be notified about when we've got that future content. So everything we do, we're trying to get out more videos and stuff too. So, that notification bell will help you with all that. I do my ramblings on Raw. I missed it last week, but I do that. Also, I'll have a video out should be tomorrow night too after SmackDown. So I'll just do just a quick little 10-minute, review basically of what happened on SmackDown. So make sure you check that out. Jody's been doing some videos on her own. Jeff's got some stuff coming out as well. Going to be doing some videos about the psychology of wrestling. What better person to hear that from than the man who everybody thinks is working for Impact Wrestling? So, so keep watch for all that.
I promise I don't.
We appreciate you all. Have a great rest of your night. Stay safe. Be kind to one another. And hopefully we will see you all for our next show. Good night, everybody. We'll talk to you soon.